A common question I get with my desk setups is where do I store all my stuff? And to be honest, I usually try to store as much as possible in boxes and containers in my closets to keep things out of sight. But there are some gadgets I use much too often to make this very efficient, like my chargers, power banks, batteries, USB cables, and stationaries. To keep this all easily accessible without taking up too much space, I put together this wall-mounted system to organize my commonly used gear. This gives me a one-stop place to store and charge all my gadgets, and is extremely flexible to organize and adjust as my everyday accessories change in the future. Hi, I'm David, and this is my wall organizer and gadget charger system. To start, I went with a large IKEA Scadus pegboard. These boards come in multiple sizes and you can combine them together, but I found one 76 by 56 centimeter panel was enough for what I needed. Installing the pegboard is simple. The wall screws are not included, so you'll need to purchase those on your own based on your wall, but after that, the pegboard attaches to the mount with these thumb screws, and you install bumpers on the bottom to sit on the wall. Also keep in mind these peg holes need to be vertically oriented to use with most of the optional accessories. Some of the accessories you can purchase along with the pegboard include these cups that I use to store some pens and pencils, as well as some small tools like screwdrivers and scissors. In the other cup, I just put these specialized chargers when I'm not using them, but I'll touch on them a little more later. The smaller lidded containers are great for small items that can easily get lost, such as batteries, USB keys, memory cards, and adapters. There are also these short and long hooks available that can be used in a variety of ways. I use a longer one to store my commonly used USB cables, and you could also use them for storing your headphones as well. And the large tray is the most versatile, and I use this to store my larger electronics like my cell phone and power banks. There are a couple creative ways that I thought about organizing my gadgets in here. You could just simply stack them, or lay them upright, secured with these optional bungee cords. But I found lining them up like this the most efficient use of space. You could again use the bungee cords here as a divider, but with pegboards, cheaper alternatives like string or zip ties work perfectly fine as well. Since I also wanted to charge my devices here, I used zip ties to attach this USB charger directly to the pegboard. And I did the same with the power bar for added flexibility. With a couple short micro USB and USB-C cables on the charger, I can easily charge my devices when they're docked, and there's still some extra room to plug in those specialized chargers when I need them. I also added one of those short clips on the side to keep the cables tidy when they aren't being used. Since this charger also supports power delivery over USB-C, supported laptops can also be charged here as well. You could use a notebook stand accessory for holding the laptop if you want to do something like this, but I typically just store a regular paper notebook here instead. And finally, there are these clips that I use for storing the odd item as necessary. So that's my DIY gadget organizer and charging station that I use to keep my desk uncluttered and store my commonly used accessories. Since it's all wall mounted, it doesn't take up too much space in my small place, and it's modular so I can change it up as I need based on the stuff I use in the future. But hope you guys enjoyed this one, you know what to do, and I'll see you in the next video.